Good evening! Bom, nas últimas aulas nós fizemos várias atividades diferentes. Antes disso, a gente corrigiu o workbook da Unit 3. E agora nós vamos entrar na Unit 4, que é a última unidade do Book 2. Então, já estamos quase finalizando o Book 2, passou muito rápido, né? Ele é um livro rápido mesmo, não se assustem. E na verdade, o livro 1 que é maior, daqui pra frente são livros mais rápidos, tá bom? Então, nós vamos começar a Unit 4 na page 61. E vamos lá. Hoje nós vamos ver ponto gramatical novo, vocabulário novo. Ok? Então, lesson 8. Please repeat after me. A hospital, a native, to check in, to check out, should, luggage, baggage, a suitcase, to must, to have to, a modal verb. Okay, a hospital is like Portuguese. It's a place that you go when you are ill or sick. A place you go to see the doctor, okay? This is a hospital. A native, remember foreigner, a person from another country? A native is the opposite, is a person from this country, okay? For example, we are natives, okay? To check in, to check out. To check in is when you arrive somewhere, could be a hotel or at the airport, and for you go inside, you have to tell your information. So, will you be a receptionist, okay, or a machine these days, I don't know. And then you're going to say your name, your date of birth, your personal information. So this is to check in, is to register, okay? To check out is when you leave. So you are informing that place you are going out, okay? So when you leave the hotel, you have to say the receptionist, you're leaving. But think with me, in an airplane, we just do a check-in, we don't check out, okay? Some hospitals you have to check in too. Okay, let's go up. Luggage and baggage. You know the word bag. When we travel, we usually bring a bag with us, okay? This bag could be big or small. The big one is like this that you pull like that. We call this suitcase, okay? So it's a big bag that you put in your clothes inside, your shoes and your stuff. And then the big one is called suitcase. The little one is called carry-on. The one that you can bring inside the airplane with you and put on top like this. That one is carry-on and the big one is suitcase. But we use luggage and baggage when you talk in general. For example, if you are in the airport and you need to get your suitcase back, you are looking for this sign saying luggage, baggage, okay? So it's in general, doesn't matter the size. Here talking about baggage that you bring with you on trips, okay? Ok, então aqui a gente também should, to must, to have to, a modal verb. Então nós vamos ver os verbos modais hoje. Vocês já aprenderam um modal verb, que é o can. Lembra do can? Ele não precisa de verbo auxiliar. Lembra que eu posso falar can, you, por exemplo, help me. Você pode me ajudar? Can you help me? Não tem auxiliar, ele vai sozinho. Só que ele tem uma obrigatoriedade de aparecer aqui. Yes, I can, na resposta. Ou no, I can't. Lembram disso? Do can? Então, ele é um verbo que não necessita de auxiliar. Ele vai sozinho. Então, ele é chamado de verbo modal. Eu preciso pegar meu apagador, já volto um segundo. Achei, sempre esqueço o apagador. Então, o can ele é um verbo modal que ele não precisa de um auxiliar. Ele funciona sozinho. Aqui nessa lição a gente vai aprender outros verbos modais que, como can, não precisam do auxiliar. Mas, nesse aqui hoje, nós vamos ver também a diferença de have to and to must. Então, aqui está explicando que no afirmativo, o to must e to have to significa a mesma coisa. Os dois significam que você é obrigado a fazer uma coisa. It's an obligation. Por exemplo, you have to study. Você não tem opção, você tem que estudar. You must study. Você tem que estudar também. Está dizendo, usando os dois verbos, são diferentes, mas significam a mesma coisa quando eu estou afirmando. Uma obrigação, ok? I must speak English during the lesson. Eu devo falar inglês durante a aula, tá? Então, must é um modal verb que é usado para mostrar uma obrigação, certo? Um dever. E o to have to, lembra que a gente viu have sozinho? Nós vimos have got. E agora nós temos o to have to. Ele dá esse mesmo sentido quando é afirmativo, de uma obrigação. You have to stay at home. Você tem que ficar em casa. Você não tem outra opção. Então é uma obrigação quando é afirmando. Agora, quando é negativo, eles têm sentidos diferentes. O must continua uma obrigação. Significa que, na verdade, tem ainda mais um sentido um pouquinho mais sério. É uma proibição. Você não pode fazer aquilo, é proibido. E o to have to, você tem uma opção, você tem uma escolha, tá? Então a gente tem dois exemplos aqui. You must not study. Aqui tá dizendo que é proibido estudar, tá? E o segundo, you don't have to study. Tá dizendo que você não tem que estudar, mas você tem uma opção, se você quiser, você pode. Agora com must não, must é algo proibido. Então você não poderia contrariar esse negativo aqui do must, porque é proibido. Agora to have to é aberto, você tem uma opção de sim ou não, tá? Vamos lá. O must é um modal. Então ele vai funcionar que nem o can. Por exemplo, must we study. Vamos usar o study que está aí no livro. Yes, we must. Se nós temos. No, we must not. Funciona com a mesma regra de can, certo? Sem auxiliar. O que vai aqui na frente é o must. Good? Vão lembrar disso? Então, beleza. Diferente do to have to. O to have to, vocês vão precisar do auxiliar. Vamos fazer aqui com o presente. Do we have to study? Do we have to study? Yes, we have to study. No, we don't. Não haven't, tá? We don't have to study. Eu escrevi don't, não tá certo. No, we don't have to study. Então, com have to, vai usar auxiliar, diferente do must, que o must é modal, ok? Então, vamos ler aqui tudo junto. To have to must. The verbs to have to and to must mean the same in affirmative sentences. We must study, we have to study. Both mean an obligation. But the two verbs don't mean the same in negative sentences. We must not study, it's prohibited to study. We don't have to study, it is an option to study. Então aqui a gente viu que no afirmativo não tem significado diferente para have to e must, mas no negativo, o must é algo que é proibido de contrariar, e o to have to você tem uma opção. Like the verb can, we do not use auxiliary verbs with the must because it's a modal verb. For example, must we write in pens? Yes, we must write in pens. Então aqui é o que tinha escrito antes, a regrinha do must, que ele é um modal igual um can. The verb to have to is not a modal verb, so we use an auxiliary verb to make questions and negative sentences. Então o que está aqui na lousa. Como to have to não é um modal, você precisa do apoio do auxiliar. Do we have to write with a red pen in the exam? No, we don't have to write with a red pen in the exam. Good? O que faltou aqui para explicar também é o verbo should. O should você vai usar para dar conselhos ou pedir conselhos. Então, aquele ali, o must é um dever, e o should a gente vai encarar mais como, você acha que eu deveria? fazer isso. E o should, ele também é modal. Should we stay at home? Certo? Yes, we should. No, we should not. Então ele é modal, que nem o must, que nem o can. A regra se aplica da mesma forma. E esse should é, você acha que eu deveria ficar em casa? Nós deveríamos ir almoçar em tal lugar? Ou então alguém te pede um conselho. Eu acho que você deveria fazer tal coisa. Então eu vou falar, I think you should stay at home. Eu acho que você deveria ficar em casa, certo? Essa é a regrinha do should. Então, vamos continuar. Se vocês tiverem perguntas, amanhã nós temos live também, mas podem mandar pergunta, tá? Let's repeat. The hospital is on the corner of the principal road in the town. The opposite of a foreigner is a native. When you are at a hotel, you have to check in and check out. The words luggage and baggage both mean bags and suitcase for traveling. You have to check your luggage at the airport before flying. Let's practice. Is there a hospital where you live? Yes, there is a hospital where I live. Do the verbs to have to and to must mean the same in affirmative sentences? Yes, the verbs to have to and to must mean the same in affirmative sentences. Do you have to check in and check out when you stay in a hospital? No, you don't have to check in and check out when you stay in a hospital, but you have to check in and check out when you stay in a hotel. Kate lives in Brazil, but she was born in the USA. Is she a native? No, Kate is not a native, but she's a foreigner. What should people do when they are ill? When people are ill, they should go to the hospital. Must language students study a lot? Yes, language students must study a lot. Do you have to pass an exam to go to the next level with the dynamic English method? Yes, you have to pass an exam to go to the next level with the dynamic English method. Must you write in pen in the exam? Yes, you must write in pen in the exam. Do you check in or check out when you enter in a hotel? Yes, I check in when I enter in a hotel. When you are ill, do you go to the hospital? Yes, when I'm ill, I go to hospital. Do you have to take a suitcase when you go to the next city? No, you don't have to take a suitcase when you go to the next city. Must you check in before you travel on a plane? Yes, you must check in before you travel on a plane. Do people check out after they travel on a plane? No, people don't check out after they travel on a plane. Will you be checking in the hotel tomorrow? No, I won't be checking in to a hotel tomorrow. Do you have to pass an exam to drive in your country? Yes, you have to pass an exam to drive in my country. Good? Então aqui veio vários exemplos usando should, must, to have to. E vamos continuar na page 63. Repeat after me. To vote, advise, a uniform, to stop, to smoke, to try, to cheat, a policeman, a policewoman. To vote. Remember elections? For 84 years we have an elections for the president. So in the elections you have to vote to choose your candidate. For example, in Brazil, here we press the numbers when you're voting, okay? Advise. Remember the modal verb should we just studied before? So, when you use the verb should, you're usually giving an advice. You're telling somebody what you think is best to do. Okay, so if I give you an advice as a teacher, I would say, oh, I think you should study for the test. I'm giving you an advice. A uniform, I'm wearing a uniform. A lot of kids wear uniforms to go to school. To stop. Okay, I'm walking, then I have to stop. Be still, don't move, okay? To smoke. This is to smoke. I have a cigarette and I'm smoking. Don't. To try. Okay, when you don't know how to do something, you have to do once, twice, 3 times, a lot of times. So every time you are doing it, you are trying. For example, I don't know how to say all the words in English, but I just learned another one, so I have to try. Cheat, I'm trying to say cheat, try again, cheat, okay? Another example, maybe you don't know how to bake a cake, so I'm making my cake to bake, and the cake wasn't good, so I have to try again, and try again, okay? To cheat, okay, we can use this word in few ways, but that means, for example, I have a boyfriend, okay, that's me, this is my boyfriend, but I decide to see another guy, okay, so I'm cheating my boyfriend, okay? Or when you're doing a test in the school, here's my test, so I'm writing, so I don't know the answer, then I look to the other person's test, I'm cheating, okay? A policeman, a policewoman, here we're talking about the people, okay? Remember police, the person who protect us. So policeman is for the man and policewoman is for the woman, all right? Let's repeat. We have to vote in Brazil, but in Great Britain you don't have to. A student must wear his uniform to go to school. We use the verb should to give advice. We should stop smoking. Students should try to answer the question and must not cheat in the exam. Let's practice. Should the teacher try to help their students? Yes, the teacher should always try to help their students. Must you vote in elections in your country? Yes, we must vote in elections in my country. Who do you vote for in elections? We vote for the president in elections. Should Carla stop smoking? Yes, Carla should stop smoking. When do we use the verb should? We use the verb should when we give advice. Do you have to wear a uniform to go to school in France? No, you don't have to wear a uniform to go to school in France. What must a student not do in exam at this school? A student must not cheat in exam at this school. Do you wear a uniform in your job? Yes, I wear a uniform in my job. What are examples of modal auxiliary verbs? Must and should are examples of modal auxiliary verbs. Can you smoke inside the school? No, I can't smoke inside the school. Do you have to stop smoking when you go inside a building in your country? Yes, you have to stop smoking when you go inside a building in my country. What color is a policeman or policewoman's uniform in São Paulo? A policeman or policewoman's uniform is gray in São Paulo. Do you think everybody must vote in elections? No, I don't think everybody must vote in elections. Must you try to answer the question during the lesson? Yes, I must try to answer the question during the lesson. Bom, então hoje foram esses 2 new contents. Aqui foi mais, o segundo foi mais vocabulary. O primeiro entrou um pontinho gramatical aí de verbos modais. E eu vou passar uma tarefa para vocês, que é a última folhinha que eu entreguei lá do bloquinho. Que é sobre should, must, to, have to. Aqui tem uma explanation de cada um de novo, como tem no livro. E depois tem um exercíciozinho que vocês vão preencher usando esses verbos, tá bom? Então, já façam esse aqui pra gente ver na live amanhã. That's it. Fico aguardando as tarefas da última aula de quem ainda não recebi. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye bye.